What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today we're back at it with yet another 8th edition list analysis. And you know what that means. That means we just played a Warhammer 40K battle report. So stay tuned, guys, because we will be doing a narrative battle report coming out, if not tomorrow, the day after. So basically, I'm going to be talking about the list I chose to run this battle. So to give you guys a little bit of understanding, we went into this not knowing what the game type was or who was even going to be playing the game. So the army that I decided to go with was Chaos. I used Tau the last time and they did pretty good, but I wanted to try out a Chaos army. Now I just started playing Chaos recently, so I'm not 100% sure what are the best units, what type of tactics and stratagems to use and whatnot. However, what I decided to do was kind of go for like a all-encompassing chaos force. So we were playing 1,000 points because it was going to be 1v1v1. So a three-way free-for-all battle that ended up being the Relic. So I ended up going with, I believe I went with a battalion if I remember that correctly. So my two HQs were, of course, a Chaos Lord in Terminator armor. Now this Lord had a combi plasma, he had the Mark of Nurgle, and a power axe. And on top of this, I decided to go with the Iron Warrior Legion because I could give him the flesh metal exoskeleton, basically making him a little bit more survivable. So for my other HQ, I decided to go with my awesome conversion, the Chaos Hellwright on the Dark Abiant. Now this is a pretty beastly model. Well, not model, but like rule set. So it is Forge World. All in all, it's 312 points for this guy. He's pretty beast. So let me talk about him for a little bit. So he's got a Flamer. He's got an Infernal Axe. He's got a Soul Burner Pistol. A Void Cutter. A Warp Fire Lance. Yeah, it just keeps going and going. So for his abilities, he's got Death to the False Emperor. You know, same as what's in the 8th edition Codex. He's got Gift of the Hellforge, which basically means that any Hellforged models within 6 inches of the Hellwright gets an extra attack and a +1 to their leadership. So that's pretty cool. On top of this, he's got Hatred Incarnate, as I could get to reroll ones for attacks since I made him my Warlord. And he's got Implaceable, basically meaning that he can only advance D3. It sucks, but he does ignore the -1 modifier when moving and firing heavy weapons, which that's pretty cool. On top of this, he's got the Infernal Augmetics, meaning that at the beginning of each of my turns, he will automatically heal 1 wound, which that's pretty crazy. I really like that ability, no matter what unit has that, because it's a free wound, why not? And lastly, he's got a Warp Flux Shield, 5+ Invuln, and the Master of Mechanisms. So at the end of my movement phase, the Hellwright can repair a Demon Engine or a Dark Mechanicus vehicle, which is pretty awesome because I was bringing a Mauler Fiend. I'll get to that later, but yeah, it was pretty interesting what this guy can do. He's basically a beefier Warpsmith. But the Soul Burner Pistol is really good. Basically what it does is successful hit rolls automatically inflict mortal wounds. However, if I do roll a 1 when shooting, then the Hellwright, he suffers a wound. So it's like, kind of like a hit and miss, but it did good. I was really surprised at how well it did in this fight. But anyway, continuing on, we go down to the troops. So for the troops, I went with 2 squads of 10 Plague Bearers and then 1 squad of 11 Bloodletters. The plan with this was to have the Plague Bearers kind of be like the cushion, kind of absorbing shots and whatnot, while I was going to move up with the Bloodletters. However, during the game that didn't really happen. But anyway, I thought the Plague Bearers were going to be a little bit more resilient. They did soak up a lot of shots, but they died too quickly, in my opinion. Continuing on, we go to the elite section, and I had 2 Hellbrutes. The last time I brought 2 Hellbrutes, they were pretty good, since I had them armed with twin last cannons and missiles, so they basically just sat in the back and just fired everything they had. It's cool. They're a little expensive at 147 points, but for twin last cannons, that's pretty nice. And yeah, lastly I had the Mauler Fiend. Mauler Fiends are by far a really great looking model. They just look so hulking and huge. Like, I didn't think they were going to be that big when I first saw like the image of it, but after building it and whatnot, it's a freaking huge model. I really like the way they look. Probably my favorite Chaos model out there. But this dude did work. Basically, he went up and took out one of the new Armiger Knights, I believe that's what they're called. So he took him out in close combat, and that was pretty boss. So again, that is my little Chaos list. You'll see more about it in the narrative battle report, but basically to sum it up, I got murked. Yeah, I got taken down pretty bad. The Necron player had 2 of the Night Sights, and he used his, I believe it was like a stratagem or something, where he could just move his Night Sights all the way up in my grill, and then he gets to disembark like 2 squads, or like summon 2 squads. And they were right in my face, and they just mowed me down with all their Necron-y shots. And then, yeah, by that time, I was already like stuck in close combat, and yeah, you'll see how it went tomorrow or the day after that in the narrative battle report. But it was a pretty interesting outlook, because again, like the Plague Bears didn't really do much. I thought they're gonna take more fire, like absorb more shots, but they're pretty cool, because I mean, they got that 5+ invuln, and they got the 5+ essentially feel no pain thing. So it is what it is, guys. If you guys have any tips, any tricks, any chaos lists you want to send my way, let me know down in the description, or not the description, the comments, or email us at onemindsyndicate1@gmail.com, or freaking talk to us on Facebook. I know a lot of you guys play Chaos. This is, I think, my 2nd or 3rd match with Chaos in general, and I really like it. I kind of switched up the Grey Knights for Chaos, and with Grey Knights, it was cool because I like the lore behind them, but gameplay-wise, you're going to be outnumbered. You're a very small elite army, and I lost most of the time. I think I've lost all my games with Chaos, but at the same time, though, it's really fun to play, especially with all the cool like Chaos boon table and stratagems and all that stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Also, if you guys have any other lists, whether it be Tau related or Blood Angel related, send them over to me, because I do want to do some list analysis on your guys' armies. So yeah, I mean, we'll go from there. Stay tuned, guys, because we do have some more epicness coming your way. For example, this week I do want to put out that grim dark battle that features the awesome gods going at it. You've got the youngest god of the Eldar Pantheon, the Incarn, going up against the god of death for the Necrons, the Nightbringer. So this is an epic battle you do not want to miss, I guarantee it. And then I also want to talk about the new stuff that's happening in the Tau Codex with their 4th and 5th Spear expansion. I've been talking about that for a while now, and I think I should be done with the script. So again, it's coming out later this week. You got that narrative battle report, and then next week we're gonna have a grimdark battle featuring a squad of Nurglings going up against a squad of Gretchen. So a bunch of little guys going at it. Should be fun. And then I do want to do a grimdark battle pitting the Emperor against all the Primarchs. That's going to be insane. I don't know exactly when that's going to come out, but I can just picture it in my head. The epicness that will bring. But again, guys, that's all I got. Let me know whatever you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys have your own lists and whatnot, tips, tricks, let me know. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you then.